This video is related to the installation of Kali. First of all, you have to open google.com, right? Search here, download Kali Linux. Go to the official website. Don't click on any other because that would be malicious or something. So the best option is go with kali.org. Click on the link. So here you can see the multiple options. So first step would be there are multiple options like bare metal, virtual machines, ARM, mobile, and cloud, containers, and other stuff, right? So we need virtual machines. Then we have to click on here. Here you can see two options. One is for VMware and one is for VirtualBox. So we have VMware, so we will go ahead with the VMware option, right? So the size they have mentioned for VM is 2.4 GB, and for VirtualBox, Oracle VirtualBox is 3.7 GB. Documentation is there, and you can see the options 64-bit and 32-bit, whichever you require. So I'm going to download VMware. It's asking for the location, so I will save it at my required location. Yes, so download has been started. Once download will be completed, I'll be back. Okay, as you can see, 1.9 GB is completed, and out of 2.3, 300 MB is remaining, which will be completed in 1 minute. So download is completed now. Here, create a new virtual machine. Kali Linux AMD 64-bit is there. Open it. Next, so it will be Linux Debian 64-bit. Next, so here we can say Kali, the virtual machine name, and you can go ahead with the default location of virtual machine, but I have created on a different folder, so I'm just going to map it there. Right, E drive, then virtual machine. Here I have to create a new, so the folder name is Kali, and okay. Click on next. The hard disk size which I am allocating is 100 GB is enough, the disk size, and it will be split in multiple files. Once you're there, just go to the customize hardware, and here you have to select the RAM. So I'm going ahead and selecting it as 4 GB. Processor will be 2. Other settings are absolutely fine for me. I can remove this printer as I don't need it, and sound card is fine. Close it, finish. Let's double click it. Okay, the option is graphic install. I'm just going to click this one. So you can ignore the initial warnings, and you'll see this window. Click continue. Location I'm taking as United States, American English, right? It started detecting the hardware. I don't think it will take much time. You can see the configuration page where you have to enter the host name and other stuff. So I'm checking it as a default hostname Kali. Continue. So domain, if you want to assign any domain, if you have that would be fine. Otherwise you can keep it blank. And continue. This will be your login username and password. So I'm going to create a test. Next, test, and I'm creating a password. So you can select whatever you password you want to set here. Click on next. So it will setting up the clock, and the initial settings will be there, which will take some time. Okay, at this moment you have to select Pacific or whatever region you have, and clock which you are following. Select it and continue. So meanwhile, I would like to request you to subscribe the channel. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have the partition method. You can select as per your requirement. If you want to set up, then do with the LVM, encrypted LVM manual will be there. So I'm just going with the entire hard disk, as this is a test machine, so I don't need partition. Continue. Yeah, so one thing which is recommended, you can select the partition structure as per your requirement, because that is very important. I don't need anything from this machine. This is just a test. You can see the partition which you can select at continue, because that's, in previous step we have created the entire disk as a partition. Click on continue. Right here, if you want to separate the home var and tmp partitions, then you can go ahead. Otherwise you can go ahead with the single partition, which is recommended for new users. Continue. So I am just selecting finish partition and write changes to the disk. So the partition tables will be this, and following partition are going to be formatted. This will create two partition, ext4 and the swap partition. So write the changes to disk. I'm just going to select yes and continue. We're going to pause this video now. Okay, so you are on software selection window. Here you have to select whatever you want to install. As of now, I am going with the default option, whichever are selected. So these files will take some time for the installation. I'm pausing this video again. Okay, so installation is almost completed. So you can select yes and continue. Select the STA folder and continue. Okay, so you can see the status. Installation has been completed. Now it will take a restart. So you can click on continue, and it's rebooting. It will automatically boot in 3-4 seconds. Yeah, so important thing which you have seen, the entire installation process took around 1 to 1.5 hours, and it completely depends on your configuration of the system. If you have SSD, that will take less time, and if you select the less software list while the installation, as we have done with the default. So if you select more options, then it will download and will take some more time. So reboot has been completed. Let's go ahead with the login, the username and password which we have set. Yeah, so Kali machine is up. Okay, let's see the IP configuration. So command would be ifconfig. Yeah, so we can test a ping as well. It's working. This is the process where you can mount the ISO file and create it on VMware. Please send your queries or concern in the comments so that I can answer it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel.